Hey y'all, it's Katie, and I get it. The holidays can be super, super stressful, and that's why I wanted to give you guys some helpful tips and tricks on how to handle the holiday overwhelm. So let's talk about how we're going to get through this holiday season and not lose our ever-living mind, right? Fourth quarter is tough, and setting just a few things in place beforehand can often help us make sure we have a successful holiday season. And if you're just getting started as well, I think that these are some great things to put in place as well, because I started my business in the fourth quarter 9 years ago, and it kind of took off and I wasn't really expecting it. And so literally Christmas that year, I was just so relieved for it to finally be here and for the holiday rush to finally be over so I could sit down and enjoy the day with my family. And little did I know that all of the holiday traditions and everything I had kind of just breezed through because I felt an obligation to do them instead of taking a moment to enjoy them. And so that's what I really am stressing for you guys today is I really just want you guys to take a moment to just enjoy it. And so hopefully these helpful tips will help get you guys on the right track so that way you can have a successful sales season and still enjoy your time with your family. So number one, have a well-organized tracking system. So even if you're using Etsy, you don't want to have to be checking back over and over and over again. So something as simple as printing out a order tracker so you know which order you need to be making in is super important. I love batch working. You guys can go listen to my podcast episode on that, but I love batch working. And so try it out this holiday season, but having a well-organized order tracking system is super important. So make sure you know when your deadlines are. If you're taking orders from a bunch of different places, make sure that you have them all in order the way that they need to be. And I promise you, setting aside 10 or 15 minutes a day to get your orders together is definitely worth that time. Set deadlines for items that need to be received by Christmas or any other special date. Make sure people know you cannot be ordering something on December 20th and expect to have it by Christmas. It's just not going to happen. So set deadlines. Be realistic with those deadlines, you guys. Don't just say, hey, yeah, it's December 23rd and I got you, girl. Okay. It's not that important. Make sure that you set realistic deadlines for all orders, not just custom orders, all orders. In order to receive them by Christmas, you need to have your order placed by this deadline. And that way, you know that you can have everything done by that day and enjoy the rest of the holiday season for your family. Or if you want to open it up for a few last minute orders, then you have the freedom to do that as well. Third, require payments up front. You guys, I am not saying that this is the time of year where everybody's going to rip you off, but this is the time of year where people get busy, they forget. And truth is, honestly, like I bought presents for people before and then forgot to totally pick them up until like the day of. So require payments up front. And if people don't like it, then they can go order somebody else. But it's important that you get your payment up front and that you know that they're 100% dedicated to buying this product from you and not just a looky-loo, okay? Because we're gonna get lots of those and we're already busy enough, we don't need that. Fourth, be realistic, set limits. It's okay to turn customers away. Be realistic. Guys, don't put too much pressure on yourself. It's not worth a bad review or heaven forbid you ruin somebody's Christmas because they forgot Aunt Louisa's present or you didn't get Aunt Louisa's present done in time because you took on too much. So be realistic, set limits, make sure that you're not taking on more than you can handle. Fifth, stay in your lane. And I don't want you guys to get offended by this, but this is not the time of year that we come on and we're jack of all trades and we can crochet and we can sew and we can paint and we can hang Christmas lights and we can bake a dozen cupcakes all at once, okay? Stay in your lane. Do what you're good at. This is the time to truly let your talent shine and to perfect your skills. So stay in your lane. Do what you're good at. 6, automate as much as you can. I highly encourage you guys to plan ahead, get your Christmas products listed on your website, get a custom listing, get some custom listings rolled out so that way all you have to do is put the information in, send people your website or your Etsy link, and go to town. The easier you make it for them, the better off it is for you. This is going to make order tracking way easier, and this is going to ensure that people pay for their orders before you make them. So make sure that you are, streamlining and automating as much as possible. 7th, ask for help. This is probably the hardest thing for me. Guys, you don't have to ask for help with creating, but you can ask for help with wrapping or shipping, or even you guys putting the shipping labels on the package. Ask for help. It's a fun thing to do with your family. Take them in the living room, sit down, package your orders, and ask for help, okay? 8, plan ahead. Think about your product. Think about what products you're going to put out during this Christmas season. Like I said, create your listings for them, get the pictures on your website, plan ahead. Know what you're going to offer, know how many of them you're going to offer, and when, what limits you're going to set on them, and what deadlines you're going to set on them. 9, prioritize and schedule your time. This is probably the most important thing, I think. Schedule your time, you guys. Schedule in building a snowman or making a gingerbread house with your family. Schedule in, those family events that you have going on, your daughter's Christmas concert or your son's recital. Okay, schedule those things in first and then fill the rest in with the business stuff. Prioritize family first, business second, and make sure you have those important things in place because you don't want to be over here having 100 signs to paint while your daughter is dressed up like a reindeer waiting for you to show up. Okay? So prioritize and schedule your time effectively. Last but not least, remember your why. Remember why you are doing this, why you started in the first place. Sometimes it's not always about making money. Sometimes it's just about making an impact. And get your family involved. Remember why you started this in the first place and why you're doing what you do. I hope you guys have an amazing holiday season, and I can't wait to see how you thrive in the new year.